I think the elephant in the room right now that let's get it off the table is list four. You and I were talking about this before we went live here, and I, I think you and I are of the same opinion that, there's a big meeting coming up here at the G20, right? It's here in another week or so. We have our President Trump meeting with Chinese President Xi, and there's a lot riding on this. I mean, I think the stock market upon news yesterday rose 300 points in the first hour. So, there's a lot riding on this. And so, what's your take? Pull out your crystal ball, right, and say, what does this look like, do you think?
I think it's going to be similar to if you recall, a couple months ago now, the list 3 tariffs, right? They started at 10% and they were supposed to go to 25% 3 months later. But what happened was President Trump and President Xi met in Buenos Aires and they called a truce. And the 10% remained at the 10% until recently. I think you're going to get something similar here because I think neither party, I should put it this way, each party is motivated to get something done. And I think if they can avoid going this extra step, if they can hang their hat on something, they'll do it. Conversely, if they speak and there's something that Trump absolutely can't live with, that you might go forward. But if I were a betting man, I would say that you'd probably call a truce. Now, I don't have any inside knowledge. I don't have a crystal ball, like Adam said, but that would be my guess. But you never know. If this president has proven anything, he's unpredictable.
No, absolutely. And I would agree with you 100% that this meeting is extremely important, not necessarily for tomorrow, but what does the next 30, 60, 90, 120 days look like with that potential list 4? I think you've already started to see some of the rhetoric maybe calm down a little bit as far as there are going to be high-level talks even prior to the meetings next week between both sides. And I think we're hopefully headed in a direction that, we don't, or at least we delay these for a significant amount of time. We had testimony on the Hill yesterday where I think it was 47 companies and associations really sat down and talked through what does that look like to their business.
Yeah, and this list is different than any other list, really, right, for a couple of reasons. One, it has more consumer products on it than any other list. So, on a daily basis, you may not have noticed the increase on your daily life on these other 3 lists. This one you will notice. So it's going to catch people's attention. And I think because of that, there's been the comments filed and the comments made in public by U.S. companies have been more vociferous than they have been previously. So this list is different, I think. And not to mention, there's nothing left after this. I don't know what leverage, once we impose tariffs on everything, what leverage do we have left? We don't have another threat unless it's raising the tariffs even more.
Right.
From 25%.
No, absolutely. And I think that, my hope in all reality is that, whether you like the tariffs, don't like the tariffs, and, I think out of the 47 or so companies that spoke yesterday, 2 actually spoke in favor of them. So, I would say they're probably definitely the minority and probably definitely the minority on this call today. But at the end of the day, I think what this is really forcing people to do, whether you like the idea of them or not, is take a really hard look at their supply chain. We talked about this for a long time when we started talking about CTPAT and the idea of going into that program. And where we see a lot of the benefit was not necessarily joining in, but getting ready and going through that really deep dive into your supply chain. And I think that's what these duties are really forcing everybody to do, is take a hard look at the supply chain and say, where can I take advantage of something different? Can I move, sourcing somewhere else? Or what do my contracts look like for potential price increases for things that are out of my control? And I think we're seeing this stuff that maybe we either just hadn't thought about for a long time or took for granted. It is really all at the forefront of all of our minds. And how do we get beyond that?
We've been doing a lot of work of substantial transformation. People moving supply chains partially out of China to the extent they have to make their product a product of another country.
Right.